Hello, my name is Andy Rumford. I am the founder of Kacie's Cause. On March 12, 2013, our 23-year-old daughter, Kacie Erin Rumford, died in her bedroom in our home in Kennett Square. A parent's worst nightmare came to a reality that day. Kacie died in my arms. I've come to realize over the past 10 years, since Kacie has passed away, the depth of despair one faces. As parents who have lost a child, we cry ourselves to sleep at night. We cry ourselves awake in the morning, and throughout the day we move on with our lives, fooling ourselves that all will be okay, that we can make it through the next hour. Tears erupt at any time for any reason. We have realized we have lost not just our daughter, but our friend. As a parent, we are so concerned with our child's safety that most of us look beyond the person they are becoming. Our children with a substance use disorder need our help, not in an enabling way, but our guidance along the path of life. My daughter's gone. My friend will never return. And weekly, I visit her crypt to cry with her, to talk with her, and to be close to her. No, we did not know she was using heroin at the time. We never had a chance to say goodbye. Some opiates are inexpensive. How much? A bag of heroin similar to the size of a pack of sugar on the streets is $6. A bundle, which is 13 bags, is sold on the street for $65 and up, a price that's affordable to the teenagers and young adults of today. Many people I meet think that a person with a substance use disorder can simply stop using, that it's a matter of willpower. Please keep in mind that a person in this situation can no more stop their use than a Parkinson's patient can stop their shaking. Kacie's Cause was founded on the day that Kacie passed away. While sitting at the kitchen table at 10 o'clock that night, processing what had just happened, I decided to make a YouTube video, which still is there today. It's called She Will Never Come Home. Kacie was a wonderful child, intelligent, kind, and a person who loved her family. During her teenage years, she ran cross country, was a cheerleader, played soccer, softball, and was a black belt in karate. Some statistics. Today in the United States, over 100,000 lives a year are lost due to overdoses. Kacie, in 2013, was one of them. How sad it has been to not watch her grow to her potential. All of the mothers in the audience, imagine losing mommy's little boy, or the fathers losing daddy's little girl. No parent should have to bury their child, write their obituary, or pick out the color of their coffin, the clothes to bury them in, and then for the rest of your life, come home, walk into their bedroom, and go through their personal belongings. You will finally see how strong of a human being you are. Kacie, she was your typical child. No warning signs until later. Kacie's mother had a massive stroke when she was 8 years old, and this could have been Kacie's first adverse childhood experience. Overall, my daughter was a happy child. Thoughts of overdose deaths only happening to bad kids, or this will never happen to my children, or my child, my son or my daughter. They're a star athlete, a cheerleader, a scholar. Those thoughts are dead, and I mean dead wrong. I mean potentially you could be losing your son or your daughter. Take back control of their life. Drug addiction is not a moral failing, and the government in this country cannot turn its back on this disease any longer. These are not bad kids trying to get good. These are sick kids trying to get well. In your community today, this epidemic is right in front of you. Big question is, what are you doing about it? If you suspect your child is using, act now. Do something. Don't watch them die. Dispose of those unused prescription drugs where potential substance use abuse can begin. Prescription drop-off boxes are located throughout any county. People tend to ask themselves, what's wrong with these children? Why in the world would they start using these terrible drugs? There are many reasons why. Normally, it's not just one reason. Anything from very low self-esteem, not fitting in with the crowd, or wanting to fit in with their peers. Possibly a trauma of some kind in their past, experimentation. That old adage, nothing's going to happen to me. See a young adult on life support because of an overdose, and the parents pulling the plug, or as in Kacie's case, simply dying, and your perception of this disease will change your life forever. You will become a different person. You will see what really matters in life. I found Kacie at 1:45 in the afternoon in her bedroom on her floor on March the 12th. I performed CPR on my daughter while her mother was screaming and crying and calling 911. I knew she was gone. And throughout these years, I've blamed everyone for the substance use disorder. Parents, be aware of sudden changes in mood, sudden changes in behavior, mood swings, irritability, being grumpy and then suddenly happy, withdrawing from family members, careless about their personal grooming, and so many more things. Kacie's cause. What about Kacie's cause? Well, on the day that Kacie passed away, we decided that we had to do something. So we made the video, but eventually we decided to start something known as Kacie's cause. And what Kacie's cause is we have chapters throughout the state of Pennsylvania. We are governed by an outstanding board of directors. Our goal is to attend community events, engage with local schools for awareness presentations, while providing the life-saving medication naloxone at no charge. Kacie's Cause provides recovery scholarships to those in need. Simply contact us through our website. Kacie's Cause also provides support groups and grief groups in the community. Run by the Bridgeway Group, Kacie's House for Women is located in Parksburg and Coatesville and is home to 26 women in recovery. Kacie's House was opened 3 years ago on the 7th anniversary of the date of her death. Kacie's picture is on the table and greets all the women coming into the house, dedicated to the little girl who only wanted to make the world a better place for everyone to live. Our annual Mother's Day Walk for Awareness is coming up shortly in Parksburg in May. Parents, your recovery is just as important as your child's. Get involved in your local support groups. You're not alone in your feelings of isolation and desperation, loneliness, or fear. Those are common feelings, and we all know and have felt them. Simply being able to talk about your role in this process will help you greatly. And at that moment, the healing process will begin. Remember, my friends, when you're faced with any type of a situation like this in life, two things define you as a human being. Your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. Cars for Kacie, the largest car show for recovery in this country, is held each October at the Classic Auto Mall in Morgantown. This show has over 400 classic cars attend every year, and this year will be our 10th show. July 17th, 2001. Let's go back a little bit. Kacie wrote a letter to George Bush. She's 12 years old at the time. She talks to Mr. Bush about funding for stem cell research. Why would she do this? It's because her mother had the massive stroke in 1998. And Kacie wanted to do anything she could to help her mother. So she writes the letter to Mr. Bush. The last sentence of her letter simply states, "What I was taught in school is that one person can make a difference." For me, my friends, it was my daughter, Kacie Rumford. She will forever be the angel on my shoulder. This is the letter that was written to Mr. Bush, and we know from a mutual friend that it was delivered to where he lived. Friends, no more opening of Christmas stockings with Kacie. No more birthdays, laughs, smiles. No more family vacations. No more early mornings or late night chats with her dad. No more rides to nowhere in the car. She loved Chinese food. No more trips to the library or down to Wawa together. No more watching movies together with her mom. And above all, no more will we feel her hugs and her embrace. Drugs destroy families, and it shattered mine. Don't let it shatter yours. Do something about it. Act now. Even if you have a suspicion, do something. Please talk to your children. Trust your instincts. Watch for the stealing, the manipulation, the lies, as this drug manifests itself in so many ways. When you lose a child, it brings the intensity of death to an entirely new level. The effects are gut-wrenching and devastating. Remember, friends, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Now's the time to speak up and take action. Together in numbers, we all can make a difference. The death of Kacie personally has haunted me with dreams. In some, she is standing outside my house, eyes looking at me, saying, "I'm sick, you know. Are you going to help me?" And in others, with my son Alex, we walk into her bedroom and she's awake, just looking at us and smiling. Sometimes in life, we have to be knocked down harder than we've ever been to stand up taller than we ever were. While everyone enjoys the holidays throughout the year, there was and always will be an empty chair around our dinner table, the one where Kacie would be. Others who have lost a child to an overdose fully understand the heartache, the numbness, then realizing their child will never come home. All too common are the nights when we wander through the darkness of our house. I'm no exception, every night, fooling ourselves into thinking it's all a dream. And at any minute, the door will swing open and I'll hear one more time, "Hi, Dad, I'm home." Thanks again to all of you. Kacie would have loved to have met each and every one of you. She's gone now, a beautiful, intelligent young woman. My daughter gave her life unknowingly to assist others. She speaks to our team, the board of directors, and her father. She would want all of you to know she is now at peace, resting, and for eternity she'll be the angel on our shoulders. Please help Kacie to realize her dream of making this world and your community a better place for all of us to live. Get involved. Thank you.